Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. We got a few setups, but they're already starting to play out. We got a lot of potential setups right here. I like how a lot of these are looking right here. Yeah, I like how this is looking right here. Yeah, so we got a few setups we're looking at right now. About to break them down in a second. So we're going to look at potential GJ buys. Letting GJ retrace right now. So if GJ can continue to hold 193.45 as support, we're going to be looking for buys going back up to 194.60. Again, it did a nice move on Friday. Then we had a gap retracement take place. Then it pushed up last night, did a nice move, now it's retracing. So now I'm about to watch to see if we can maintain and continue to respect this low as support. We need this low to be respected as support. If so, we can see continued buys in the uptrend coming to play. All right. Then GN finally broke above this level here. So we're going to see if we can continue to hold 1895 as support. If it can, we're going to be looking for buys going to 1980. Right. Then we're going to look for buys from gold. NAS is already taken to the downside. NAS did a crazy, I don't know what happened over the weekend. It caused this big ass gap when markets reopened last night. Right, so we have this big reversal taking place. So I'm pretty sure we're going to leave NAS alone today. See how it plays out, how it ends, and then go from there. We got a new 15 about to pop up in a second, y'all. Y'all already know the drill. Make sure to hit that like button when y'all hop in here. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. You guys got any questions, drop in the chat. We're looking at your charts, drop in the chat. Had a little bit of a slow but still a good week last week. We're going to break all this stuff down in a second. Let me know how the mic sounding to y'all. Someone let me know how the mic sounding. I'm going to pull it up on my end too. All right, new 15 just popped up. Yeah, I like that retest right there. We might back up on this. We just still got a little work to do. I like that retest right there. I'm gonna see what GJ is doing in a second. We just got an alert for it. Let that play out. All right, so it's hitting this level again. We're not going to take this setup unless it can hold this level as support. So that's what we're watching to see if price can do for us right now. We're gonna hold this level as support. We can look for buys. Right now, it looks like it's retracing. It looks like GN is kind of retesting this level again as well. Again, we've been talking about this for the past couple of weeks. How GN, we had a downtrend, but was struggling, as we can see, literally for the past couple of weeks, to make that next lower low and break the support level and treat it as resistance. So now we see price pushing back up. And now we're about to see if we can hold this level and turn it back as support. If we can see the uptrend come back into play. So that's what we're looking for. As we see for the day, it hasn't really done anything. It's just been chilling here since the market opened, unlike these other charts that's been moving since the markets have opened. Now, again, as far as news, we have nothing going on during the day. London session, New York session. Right before markets close, we do have Swiss franc news at 4:25. Now, this is, let's go ahead and add off there. Oh, they're giving us two. All right, cool. Anyways, right? So this is the last week of the month. So like you hear me say all the time, the first and last week of the month are typically the tougher week to trade due to all the reports coming in and out at the beginning of the month, end of the month, all that good stuff, as well as all the high impact news events. So we're going to see what this week's talking about. Now, again, we don't have anything crazy going on today, but let's see what we got going on Wednesday. Wednesday, we got FOMC popping off. So probably gonna go live with the members during FOMC. And then let's see what we got going on Friday. And then Friday, we got some news popping off as well. All right, and of course, going into the first week of the month, that's when we're gonna have that's Monday. I was about to say that's weird. Yep. ADP on Wednesday, and then Friday, we're gonna have the infamous non-farm employment, all that good stuff. But we'll talk about that next week. We're going to focus on today, ultimately this week right now. So again, we're going to just keep close attention to GN and GJ because buys are still probable. We're just waiting for price to respect these levels of support and for the next wave of volume to come in. We're currently in a position right now, though. We're about to hit, what is this, about to be TP3 on gold we're about to hit right now with the members. We've been catching gold buys for the past few weeks, riding this wave back up. What TP? We just hit TP3. So what the fuck's wrong? All right, so right here so again, this is an example right here, right? We just started the live. We just opened up our computer. What you call it? 19 minutes into the session, we take a setup, right? So I'm never gonna say it's impossible to open up your computer and find a setup quickly. It's just not gonna be like that every single day, right? So what happens a lot, especially with the signal room, because we win a lot, especially with this high volume, we catch huge trades, is they'll get used to that and assume that's just how shit's supposed to be, right? So when retracement days or consolidation weeks come in, it throws a lot of people off because they don't understand that time and that sweet spot shift in between consolidation, reversals, and possible trend changes and retests and things like that. Which again is why I always stress why it's so important to take time to learn and understand how to read the charts. Because when you learn understand how to read the charts, everything makes sense, right? There's not gonna be any confusions on the charts when you understand how to read them. You get what I'm saying? Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today. You already know we're gonna do the Bitcoin Solana Ethereum update. I literally was posting on my Instagram story. Not this one, my other Instagram. as well as I talk about it in the crypto telegram all the time, to not just, it's the same thing with trading when you're doing longer term investments, so stocks, crypto, whatever, right? There's things called unrealized return, unrealized profit, unrealized gain. Every platform words it differently, but it's the same stuff. Basically, what it's meaning is the same thing with the trade, which is why I always talk about you guys got to secure profits. You guys got to have a game plan, right? That money is never yours until you close that trade or you close or sell off your shares, whatever. And then it's ultimately still not yours until that thing is pulled out and hits your bank account, right? So when it comes to trading or investing, when you're up, subconsciously, a lot of people are thinking, okay, this is how much I made or this is how much I have. Technically, but if you don't secure and pull that out, just like how you didn't have that at one point, you can eventually not have it anymore or lose that money, right? And that's when people start to freak out and stuff like that. Like, for example, I literally posted, it's probably still on my story. I literally just posted last night, right? Um, because I'm in a coin right now. It's kind of down to 400% gain, which means I 5x'd whatever my investment was, but it was almost a 600 percent gain before people started to sell off. But crypto retraced hard last night as well. It was pumping all week, but it retraced hard last night. And like I always talk about, you guys got to have a game plan. Don't just hold positions. Know when you want to close. Know where you're going to pull profits at. When a certain price retraces or a certain price it goes back down to, how much you're willing to give back or how much you're not willing to give back, right? Because that's going to stop you from being in those positions where you was up a certain amount and now you're freaking out because you're losing money and you don't know what's going on. You get what I'm saying? Those going nicely. Still watching GN and GJ to see if they're going to wake up. I really, really want to pay attention to GN, right? Because it hasn't done a move for the day yet, right? Like, we look at these other candlesticks. Did I put the music back on? Let's see. No, I did not. I'm just talking. Oh, there we go. So now we got a nice little, some background music to do my soothing voice, you feel me? So back to what we was talking about, right? Even GJ, even though it retraced, it still did a bigger move for the day than GN. You look at GU, let's see what GU talking about. GU's got a wick right now, but it did still do a bigger move than GN and then gold. Yeah, so GN still has not woken up yet. And then NAS, like we talked about, NAS just did a big order. So I don't know what took place over the weekend to gap like that. But yeah, we're just gonna let NAS do his thing, right? We're just gonna let NAS do his thing, right? And we'll look at that tomorrow in New York session, see what it does. We're not really trying to trade that, especially because it already took a big dump. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know over here we don't like to chase trades, so we're just gonna let that do its thing. So for those that didn't watch the past, like maybe the live streams for Thursday and Friday, y'all stopped watching lives, or the last live y'all saw was like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday last week. Again, remember we was talking about GU with the Sunday chart analysis. Oh crap, that's what I was supposed to do. Well, I'm gonna do that after this live stream. Well, it won't be a Sunday chart analysis, but it'll still be analysis. But last week's Sunday chart analysis, we pull that up. We're not gonna play it, but if y'all watched it, it was students lives. One of the pairs was talking about was GU, right? And that GU setup was talking about how we was looking for settlements come to play, right? And then sure enough, on Monday, price failed to break back below these levels, right? Because prior to that, it was catching these nice sells, and then price was struggling to break those next levels, consolidate range there for a week, right? Then that's when the reverse came to play. Now remember, I was talking about this gold level right here, how we needed price to not only break it, but hold that support for the uptrend to come into play. What happened? Rejected it on Wednesday, Thursday rejected it, and then when volume kicked in Thursday night, and then ultimately Friday, what happened? The retest respected that support, and then now we see the bullish momentum clearly coming into play, right? We're seeing clear higher highs getting made right here. All right, so we're going to continue to ride that wave. Right, just like we've been riding a wave on these other pairs. So gold is going absolutely insane right now. We're up nice and out right there. GJ is still chilling at this level, so we're going to see how this next 5 minute and ultimately this 15 closes. Because again, if it can close and respect 193.50 as support, we can look for buys going back up to 194.60. That's what we're looking at right here. And then we're looking at possible GN buys here as well. If GN can hold 1895 support, we can see buys going at 1980. Right, so we got a few setups. We got a few setups right now we're looking at. And we're already deep in profit on one right here. You already know the drill. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. We're going to need charts, drop them in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the live, y'all. Starting the week off right. Yeah, but back to the crypto side where we're letting this coin. If y'all not in the crypto telegram, I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all could have made, let me show y'all could have made a insane amount of bread in just 2 weeks. Now, I'm not talking about no meme coins. I'm talking about with actual legitimate altcoins and crypto. All right, so let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Okay, here we go. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? I see y'all hopping up in here. Me and the members are currently in this gold setup. We just broke down other potential setups, so rewind like 3 minutes and you'll hear all the other stuff we're looking at. And we're currently in this gold setup. We just hit TP3. We're looking at a few other setups right here as well, GN, GJ. But like I said, rewind 3 to 4 minutes and you'll hear the analysis of all this stuff right here. All right, y'all. Again, I dropped this, as you see, on the 18th. And I told folks about this coin, right? And of course, I said a little spiel, whatever. I ain't gonna read all that. Y'all can read that if y'all want. I ain't gonna read that right now, right? What I'm talking about is this coin right here. On the 18th, I sent the screenshot to the crypto telegram when this coin just broke a penny. For the week, it did a 306% gain. On the 18th, it did 300% gain. So as soon as it broke, I got into this before it hit a penny, but once it broke a penny, that's when I shared it to the crypto telegram. And I also told people, some tips on how to find some coins and get into coins early like this as well. Again, this isn't a meme coin. This is how to find legit coins that are cheap and make some good bread off of it, right? So that was on the 18th when I posted this coin, right? We scroll down memory lane. We go to the 23rd. Now we go to our handy dandy calendar, right? We all got one on our phones and computers. 18th to 23rd, that was even an entire week, right? The 18th was a Saturday, the 23rd was a Thursday, so not even an entire week. And this thing almost doubled from when I first posted it, right? So y'all would have gotten this, y'all would have easily 2x your investment. Well, not 2x, 100x, but doubled your investment in less than a week, right? We scroll down memory lane some more. Of course, there's some crypto news and stuff as well I posted. I talked about this on Friday too. So I'm just going to put it on the screen really quick. I'm not going to talk about it, but y'all can pause and read it because this is important information. But that's all the more reason to get into the crypto telegram, right? Every posting, not just crypto plays, but actual relevant and crypto news that people need to understand. Right. But anyways, we scroll down memory lane. We go to the 25th, which was over the weekend. That thing went from 1 cent to 3 cents. 1 cent to 3 cents. 1 cent to 4 cents in literally a week. A week. This thing did a 2,000% gain in a month. In a week, it did almost 400%. So if y'all would have jumped in, I could have caught a good chunk of that, right? Well, I didn't post my other screenshot in here. Let me post my other screenshot really quick so I can show y'all. Because, you know, we're transparent over here. I'm not going to sit here and act like I caught the whole 200% because that's just not true, right? So I'm going to show y'all how much I made off this. Now I retrace right now, so I'm at like 400%. But let me show y'all really quick. New 15 just popped up. So hold that thought. We see gold still pumping, but let's see what GJ's talk. Okay, so we're simply not going to enter GJ, right? Again, that's why we wait for those confirmations. We don't just enter trade because price touched the level, which is also why I'm against and probably against breakout trading, right? Because that stuff's not as effective as people make it seem. But that's besides the point. Let me show y'all this screenshot really quick. And my day ones and members already know, but this isn't me bragging. This is me showing y'all what's possible, right? Because everybody be online talking about, oh, you know, crypto this, crypto that. Or people just think crypto is just Bitcoin. I keep telling y'all, like, no, they're just using Bitcoin to get people familiar with crypto. Right? They're just using Bitcoin to tell people about crypto, but I'm not gonna say Bitcoins are relevant, but there's a lot more relevant coins and a lot more coins you can make some actual money with over Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, you'll still make money. Like if Bitcoin goes up 3%, your account will still go up 3% for the day, or 3% for the month, or 10% for the month, whatever. You're still going to have that 10% 3% gain, right? But when there's smaller coins, like if a coin's at like 15 cents, it goes to 30 cents. That's not as big of a change from 100K to 105K, but the percentage that it increased is way bigger, right? So that's why a lot of these cheaper coins you get a lot more bang for your buck, right? I'm about to show y'all this real quick. And again, if you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. We're looking at any charts, drop in the chat. We're just doing this right now. We're already in a position, but we're also watching these other charts on fall confirmations. But we're chilling in gold right now. All right, so let me show y'all the screenshot right here. So this is how much I was up because you see right here that at the bottom, I got in right before it was a penny. Right. So when we're at 2 cents for the day, it did 121% gain. So again, when I posted that, when it was just hitting a penny, I could have doubled your money quickly, right? So at this time, I was at 304x, right? When it was at 2 cents. When that thing went up to 4 cents yesterday, almost 7x my return, right? So again, it's not just finding coins that are cheap. When you combine it with understand how to read the charts and entering at the best positions, which I'll be telling y'all and helping y'all locate when I be dropping the crypto and stock videos, as well as when it comes to day trading. You pay attention to the London Session Lives as well as the Sunday chart analysis. That's why it's important how to read the charts, right? Same thing with Chainlink. Man, they're getting paid today. Let me see if I can skip this out. Just hold that thought really quick. Let's see what gold can hit this next GP. It's kind of been chilling here. It's got this level of traffic that's going to have to break through. So we're going to see if we can do that. Those are joining the stream. Make sure you hit that first link in the description. Join a free student, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out. We're gonna go ahead and pull it up as well while we're at it. So I forgot to post a standard chart analysis. So I'm gonna do that after this live stream. All right, that's on me. But as far as how we did last week, again, last week was a little bit slower than most weeks, but we still are up, which is the most important part. We're still up for that week and still up for the month, right? So last week we took a trade Monday, caught 14 pips. Then Tuesday we took a NAS buy. SL got hit, and then it went and did the move we was looking for. Now, we talked about that last week on Tuesday, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it's pretty simple, right? Was looking for buys, was a lack of volume, price rejected, pushed back up, broke back above, retested, re-entered, did the move we was looking for, right? Made our money back nice through the 1 to 3, almost 1 to 4. So we still made our money back that we lost off that position and more, right? And then that thing continued to shoot up the next day, got another position. And then, of course, I don't know what happened over, but that thing gapped and decided it's going the other way, right? It said it was scared of heights, so it decided it wanted to go back down, which is cool. We're just gonna let it do its thing, right? Then Wednesday and Thursday we didn't take any trades. And Friday we caught this nice gold trade, barely missed the final TP, but caught a nice move, and then that retraced as well. And now we're riding that back up, right? So we re-entered off this retest, and we're in profit right now. About to see if we can hit the next TP. So that's how last week went. So we were 2-1 or 3-1 if you re-entered the trade. Give it a 67 or 75% win rate, which is not bad at all. Now, the week before that, we went 3-1, giving a 75% win rate. Then the week prior to that, we went 6-0. And then the first week of January, we went 3-0. So we've only lost 2 trades this month, which is not bad at all. And again, like you see on your screen, you scroll to January 1st, you'll see how we, not first, the 3rd, you'll see how we ended quarter 4 to wrap up the year. And the 41-4 gives a 91% win rate, catching 32,230 pips. Again, all wins and losses are posted. Everything's dated, timed, and documented. And literally every setup and trade we take every day, we break down, if not as well, entered during the London session lives. So I literally can't make none of this stuff up. And then, of course, at the beginning of every week, we drop the Sunday chart analysis, going over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but what we see price doing throughout the entire week. But yeah, we've been going absolutely crazy. It's called the playbook for y'all. Gold's pushing back up. We're about to see if we can hit this next TP. Got a new 5-minute about to pop up in a second. GN and GJ are still kind of chilling though, but markets are just waking up in these Monday. Yeah, we barely just missed TP4. I think barely missed it. I'm not registered on my broker, but I want to see it cross that line. New 15 just popped up. Let's go take a look and see. GN's still teasing us. He's pushing as well. Let's see what NAS is doing. NAS is tanking. That's cool. What's going on, Fitmon? I see you up in here. King, how are you? I'm doing excellent. What about you? Hope y'all had a great weekend. Hope you had a great week. But I'm doing good, you know what I'm saying? Took a nice little nap, surprisingly, before the live, so I'm feeling pretty good. Labor, I'm here nonetheless. Hey, that's all that matters, you know what I'm saying? You missed too much. Were you able to get into the trade? All right, if you weren't able to get into the trade, you might have missed something, but the week just started, so there's still be plenty of setups and opportunities. I was a little late too, so you know I ain't tripping. Can't be mad when I was late too. That sleep was good, but something told me money is there to be made. I hopped out of bed instantly. Hey, that's what you gotta do. You just guys, you know, you gotta snap out of it. That's how it be. Especially, I don't know about y'all, but I like sleeping in the cold. Like I can't sleep when it's hot. I can't sweat while trying to sleep. I can't be sweating in bed. I can't do none of that. Like I gotta have AC or a fan on me while I'm sleeping, or it's gotta be chill in my room. I ain't saying like 50 degrees or something. But with that being said, on top of it being cold, like it got cold quick, right? Because where I'm staying at, we got that heat. So it went from being like hot 80s, hot 90s, in the summer sometimes 100 degrees to out of nowhere, just boom, 50 and under at night, 30 at night, 50 throughout the day. So that bed be feeling real comfortable. It'd be hard to get out of bed sometimes. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Like I've been super lazy, which that's why I'm kind of waiting for it to heat up too, because I like the cold. I like the heat too. But the cold be making me lazy, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've been super lazy the past couple of months, which is not good at all. So I try not to drink coffee. So, you know, if I had coffee, it'd be a little bit different. But I try not to drink coffee. Um, so that don't help me either. So I'm like, damn, I might have to start drinking coffee at this point because I'll be tired. I was able to get that to you. Okay, so you're a little late to the party. So I'm not gonna say I don't recommend doing that. But you're already in is what it is. So just understand that you're gonna have to do things a little bit differently because you're late. So usually I don't recommend that. So let's say future reference. Let's say I call a trading, you do miss the setup. This is what I recommend to do because again, I'm not gonna show the trade we're in. Obviously, that's still an old trade. For example, excuse me. All right, so nobody take this setup. This is an old setup. Nobody take this setup. This is an old setup. All right, said it twice. So I don't need nobody in my DMs complaining about me taking a trade. And I said 2 times, not 3 times, not to take. All right, cool. Now, all right. So let's say I call this user and look, it's the 15th. All right, cool. So let's say I take this trade. I call this signal. And let's say you missed that setup, right? Or let's say you missed the initial entry, right? This is why I always place my entry. That way y'all know where I enter that, right? Because sometimes, not as much anymore, but when I first started the playbook, because again, I know I do things differently than most signal rooms, but I do that on purpose because, you know, I want to do it my way, but also, anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. But anyways, so it's not as confusing to most people. I still know I got new people joining, so new people still got to adjust to understand. But that's why I always say sold or buy. I never tell y'all sell or buy. I tell y'all what I did. But I also tell y'all the entry, my specific entry. That way y'all know where I enter that personally and also where I recommend y'all to enter at, right? So let's say same scenario. I call a trade, you missed the initial entry. So what I always recommend is either wait for price to retrace it back to my entry and then take the setup, or look for other setups I talked about, right? So London Central Live or New York Price Watch List, right? Always talk about other setups. Like for right now, for example, you can see a potential GN buy, right? GN finally broke this level and it's about to attempt to hold it as support. Where remember last week it was just taking a nap here. So GBP could hold 1895, 1900 as support. We can see the highs going to 1980. All right. And then we're also looking at potential GJ buys. If GJ could hold 193.50 as support, we could look for buys going to 194.05, right? So you either want to wait for price to retrace back to my initial entry, look at the charts to see if price is still holding that level as support or resistance, then take that setup, or watch the online session live, Sunday chart analysis, or the daily New York price watch list to not only see what's taking place in that trade, but also the other possible setups that you can see as well going into the day, right? So you're in it now, so it is what it is. But understand that since you did enter late, your risk reward as well as the retracement is going to be a little bit more drastic if it does retrace from that point you enter that. So just keep it in mind. The 5 minute popped up. Looks like GN is starting to try to wake up though. It's got a little bit of work to do. Again, as far as today goes, we don't got any high impact news. London or New York session. Well, this is technically New York session, but it's right before markets close. 4:25, we got Swiss franc news. So that's pretty much it for today. We've got a couple news units tomorrow. So again, it's a Monday, so we're just waiting for volume and our confirmations to be met. We're waiting for volume to kick in, our confirmations to be met. Make sure to like the live. You also help it be here. Because we did, and I do recommend you rewind it to the beginning because we did talk about a lot of good stuff in this live. For those that did come in with late. Got a new video dropping for y'all today as well.
Target made good and gathered for
And
you.
then we just on the thread. Probably because I restarted the playlist. Crypto is retracing again. That means things are on sale. And it also means everybody is freaking out, which is great. Right? Again, you guys want to buy when things are on sale. And then when things increase, you want to have a game plan on what you want to do, right? Like I posted like in that screenshot I showed y'all earlier, right? So here's one way you can do it. Now there's other ways you can go about it as well, but this is just for beginners to keep it simple, right? Because somebody was asking last week about like tips on buying and stuff like that, right? So let me show y'all really quick. Right. So there's a few ways you're gonna do this, right? And this isn't just for crypto, this is stocks as well for long-term investments. You can also do this like with day trading. Let's say you have a personal account, right? So let's say you make money. Let's say you take a trade, you make money, right? With day trading with your personal account. Now you can do things a few different ways. Like with day trading, every time you have a winning trade, you can pull out that profit and just maintain your base amount you put in. Or at the end of every week, you can pull out. I would not recommend the end of every month though, right? Now, if you have multiple accounts, you can do that. But if you just have one trading account, that's what I recommend, right? But let's say you're investing in stock or crypto long term, right? So when you're finally in profit, this is what you need to have a game plan before you even invest. But when you're finally in profit, this is what you need to do, right? You need to either take out your initial investment and let the rest run, or take your profits and let your initial investment keep running. So let's say I put $100 in and made $600. I can either pull out that $600 and let that $100 keep running. I'm giving y'all free game right now, so I hope y'all are paying attention, taking notes, rewinding, whatever y'all need to do. But let's say I put $100 in, and let's say I made $600. So I can either pull out that $600 and let that $100 keep going and doing its thing. And then once crypto retraces like it did today and last night, then I can buy some more for cheaper, but I still made my money. Or I can pull out my initial investment, $100, and then let the profit keep running. It's up to y'all. Or y'all could just take out half of whatever y'all made, right? So let's say you put $100 and you made $600. So you know what I'm saying? You can pull out either 300, 350, or whatever, right? But you want to take something out. You never just want to just keep it pushing, unless your plan is to hold for 6 months, a year, or whatever. But even if that is y'all's plan, that's a whole other conversation. But let's just keep it simple and not try to get too deep and complicated, because we'd be here all day, right? But that's just to get y'all's brains turning, the gears turning in y'all's brains, and let the ideas start flowing for y'all, right? With gold, let's see if we can hit this next TP. We barely missed TP4, but see if we can hit that. GU's going as projected and pumping as well. We're just seeing if GJ and GN can wake up, but we see what they're doing, so we're just gonna let them do their thing for now. You guys got any questions? Drop in the chat. We're gonna charge drop in the chat. Let's see what else we got up in here. Yeah, I kind of I was able to get into it. Yeah, I can't do the heat music. I gotta be cool. Let the AC run. I can't work for a feeling that has a feeling. Oh, you crazy. You crazier than you said. 21? You crazy. You talk about Fahrenheit, right? Or you talk about Celsius, you might not be as crazy, but you talking about Fahrenheit, you out of your mind. But you did say just for 15 minutes, you still out of your mind. Yeah, I accounted for that. Use a small line. Okay, cool. As long as you know. It's all good. What else we got up in here? Waiting for the pull back into more position. Yep, that's the way to do it. And if it doesn't pull back all the way back to the entry, just let it do its thing. You know what I'm saying? And then the next setup, get in at the right spot. You put that full position in. Shawn Entertainment. Why don't you show people how to actually trade the lines like you? What's so hard? Make a proper video teaching people how to make bread. I do. So I'm assuming you're new. Well, first, let me ask you, Sean, if you're still in here. Hopefully, you didn't just leave that comment and run away. How long have you been watching me? Let me know that. How long have you been watching me, Sean? That's the first question I got for you. All right. Hopefully, you're still in here. Because there is that sometimes where there'll be weirdos that just want to leave a comment then run away. So if you're still in here, let me know how long you've been watching me. I'm very curious. Because that second part of your comment is, why is it so hard to make a proper video teaching people how to make bread? Like, I don't do that. Try not to laugh at you, but y'all, I know you want help, but y'all don't want to help yourselves. So it'd be making it kind of hard to help y'all. Y'all don't want to help yourselves. Let's see. 2 years. You've been watching me for 2 years. So you're telling me for 2 entire years. See, so now I don't feel bad for you. Let me before I say something, let me read your entire comments right here. I've been watching you for about 2 years now. One something a year. So Sean, you're gonna tell everybody here that you've been watching me for one something year, and you tell me you did not learn at all how to make bread. Is that what you're telling me? Because first you said, because what you really want is you want to learn how to do the lines, which is cool. But the second sentence, what's so hard to make a proper video teaching people how to make bread? So you're telling me you've been watching me for a year and you have made $0 from my London session lives that I do Monday through Friday for an hour minimum. From my Sunday chart analysis I drop every single week, giving specific price points to look for buys and sells at. You telling me that? I'm not even talking about my videos. You're telling me you've been watching me for a year straight and you made $0 off my free content. Now I want you to answer that, Sean. And be honest. Be honest. You're laughing. You see how he's laughing? You know why he's laughing, ladies and gentlemen? Because he knows he's full of shit. That is why he's laughing, ladies and gentlemen, because he knows he is full of shit. Because if I was watching someone for a year straight and didn't make any money, I would not be watching that person still. And if I was asked, so you're telling me you've been watching me for a year straight, you made $0, I would have said yes instead of laughing. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I asked him these questions, because I already knew he was full of shit. But thank you, Sean, because I love when people like you come in, because you make me look good, whether you know it or not. You come in here to try to make me look bad, but you embarrass yourselves, you telling yourselves, and then you make me look good. Because again, if you truly made $0 from me after watching me for a year, why are you still watching me? Why couldn't you say yes or no in the comments? Instead, you do a laughing emoji when you're a grown ass man. But again, thank you. But now I'm going to use you some more, right? So for those that's new, I got things called playlists. Let's go to these playlists. Right? I have a playlist titled How to Trade News. One of the biggest things in the trading space that people are scared of, people tell people all the time to stay away from, and act like it's the boogeyman and you're guaranteed to lose money. Not only do I have a playlist telling you all the rules I use, how to go about trading news days, but I also got videos breaking down trades I took on news days. So not only did I debunk that the news is scary, the news is out to get you, I actually prove and show y'all how to make money on news days. Okay, check. Then I have a video playlist, day trading tips. 104 plus videos teaching you how to read the charts, how to identify trends, how to identify reversals, support and resistance, supply and demand. Literally, my trading strategy, literally, so much stuff. 104 plus videos. So you tell me you watch all these 104 plus videos and learn a damn thing. Sounds like a you problem. Then of course I got the what's the other playlist? The trade breakdowns, 80 plus videos of different trade setups that I've taken personally as well as recommended to students. So again, thank you for letting us all know that you wasted 2 years of your life hating on me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. But anyways, back to what we was talking about. Meanwhile, you see that, y'all? This is the power of trading. You made me look good. I could talk shit to you, and we're still making money. The power of day trading. Just hit the next TP, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. TP5 just got hit. We making some bread. That's crazy, man. You say you ain't watched me in 2 years, but if you would have gotten to this live stream, you could have made some money. So that's crazy, huh? Crazy. Multiple videos. That's why I was laughing at him. That's why I asked him how long he was watching me. Because I got a bunch of videos on the stuff he wants to learn. That's why I was laughing at him. That's why I was like, that's why the first thing I asked him was, how long you been watching me? Because ain't no way you watching me for a year and you telling me you ain't learned nothing. That's a you problem. Nah, Fitmon, I like when haters come in here. Trust me, I'm not mad. You know if I was mad. I like when haters come in here because from a business standpoint, because I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm very transparent. So from a business standpoint, when someone comes in here with a blanket statement like that, that's a lie, I can easily debunk it. So I love when they come in here. I get excited because I can not only make myself look good, but prove them wrong. So trust me, I ain't mad. I like when they come in here like that. Waiting for the pullback 4 positions. I'm up now. That's what I like to see. Yup. And we eating right now. So, shout out to you, Shawn. I actually got a student and member that's named Shawn, man. It ain't spelled like that though, so he's safe. That's why I had it. That's why I stopped for a second. 'Cause I'm like, I know that's not the Shawn I know, because the Shawn I know is eating right now. Shawn I know is eating right now. But yeah, that's besides the point. Shout out to you though. You're still helping me get views for 2 years straight. I appreciate that. You're a real one. We got to see if we can hit this next TP right here, y'all. Let's see if we can hit this next TP right here. Let's see. GJ still not doing. GN still chilling here. I'm telling you, I really am watching GN because, if this thing takes off, I want to be there at the beginning, right? Because it's just been teasing us for a couple weeks now. What happened to the music? Let me see what's going on. Oh, it's transitioning. Let's go ahead and there we go. But again, y'all, another example, right? Because I also teach y'all how to read the charts here. But another example of why I always say you want to wait for your confirmations and why I don't breakout trade. Because imagine if we went for a breakout trade here or a trade just because price touched the level instead of waiting to see if it could hold the level as support. We would have took an unnecessary loss for no reason. You see what I'm saying? So never want to be in a rush to take a trade. There's no rush. There's never a rush to take a trade. Never be in a rush, right? Because the markets will remind you so many times why you should have just waited, right? I know we all been there. We either missed a setup or we're impatient, don't want to wait for a confirmation. We take that setup just to see that next candlestick, why we should have waited. You know what I'm saying? We've all been there. That's a nice candlestick right there. Let's see if we hit that next PP then. Oh, that's why crypto retraced this hard too. Bitcoin is retesting 100K again. You give y'all Bitcoin Swallow Ethereum video. This week's analysis dropping today as well. All playlists are up to date, so make sure to check out the playlist. You too, Shawn. And yeah, too much to say right now, y'all. Ain't too much to say. Gold's pumping nicely. Like I said, I got a well, since stuff's already going as projected, I'm going to redo this on the chart now to drop that for y'all. So be on the lookout for that in this hour. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody that's been watching since the beginning. Shout out to everybody that's been watching since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the from Telegram. Y'all see on those tweets that we did last month and last quarter. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok too, y'all. Y'all see what's going on at the bottom of y'all screen. We've been going absolutely crazy. We broke down this setup, took it live. Y'all see the TV's getting hit live. We cracked some jokes, had some good questions, broke down some, gave y'all some free game. Maybe taught a couple people that playlist exists. You know what I'm saying? It's a good start to the week. One more thing I want to show you. Right, so Shawn saying he's been watching me for a year. This is how we did last year, right? So if you watched me for a year, you could have made at least half of these, right? And the reason why I say you could have caught at least half of these setups is because, again, every single setup we break down, if not enter, during the London session lives. Every single setup we take during the London session live, we went over not only the Sunday chart analysis, but every day in the New York price watch list as well. Right, but this is how we ended last year. We went 181 wins, 23 losses. Now, these aren't random numbers. I took the time to calculate all this. If y'all want to fact check, y'all can as well, right? Because I made it very easy. Just go to January 6th. You click this blue highlighted. It'll take you literally all the way to January, the beginning of the year. So if y'all want to tally the weekly, the daily recaps, all that good stuff, y'all can do that to see if I'm making this stuff up. But I did it for y'all too to make it easier for y'all, right? But yeah, so January went 20-0, took 0 losses. February was 17-1, March was 16-3, April 16-4, May 15-4, June 13-3, July 16-5, August 13-1, September 14-2, October 15-1, November 14-1, and to wrap up last month, December 12-2. There was 181 wins, 23 losses. When you do the math, we averaged under 2 losses a month last year, which is not bad at all, giving us an 89% win rate for the entire year of 2024. So that means we won 89% of our trades the entire year, giving us 326,555 pips caught total. So yeah, we were absolutely insane last year, and we're going crazy this month to start off this year, y'all. Right? And gold's going insane right now too. So yeah, y'all, shout out to everybody in the live. Members, y'all know in a few hours, we're going to drop the New York price watch list for y'all. Again, there is no high impact news today, so we're simply just waiting for volume and our confirmations to be met. All right, y'all, we're going to be back at the same time tomorrow, London session 3 a.m. EST.